What is going on, cryptocurrency investors? My name is Landon. You are watching Crypto Review Central. On this channel, you can find cryptocurrency videos that cover a whole wide range of topics. This channel has been evolving into a more advanced look at the markets that include fundamental analysis as well as anything that's trending in this space. We're constantly having a look at the overall market cap as well as the market cap of Bitcoin and its price action, along with every other asset in this market, which is almost 2,000 assets at this point. The other day I covered the topic of Bitcoin potentially hitting $1 million by 2020. It's an outrageous number that I think is very unrealistic at this point, but it is still a very hot topic and manages to get talked about a whole lot. John McAfee being one of the biggest proponents of Bitcoin being worth a ridiculous amount of money in a very short period of time, and really the development is pointing in that direction. With more and more big companies jumping on board to the cryptocurrency bandwagon, names like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Citigroup, and the New York Stock Exchange owner, which is the Intercontinental Exchange, all are preparing to back Bitcoin and various cryptocurrency assets. And as such, it's getting harder and harder for naysayers to pretend that Wall Street's biggest players are continuing to avoid bringing Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to their clients. All of the aforementioned companies are gearing up to launch Bitcoin-related products and services for institutional investors. Goldman Sachs, being one of the largest investment banks in the entire world, gave cryptocurrencies a major Wall Street boost earlier this month when its chief financial officer affirmed the development of a Bitcoin derivative. He also called reports that Goldman Sachs is abandoning plans to open crypto trading desks as fake news. So Goldman Sachs is definitely interested in cryptocurrency trading desks. Goldman Sachs is also working on non-deliverable forwards, which are over-the-counter derivatives that are settled in US dollars, tied to the Bitcoin US dollar price that's set by a group of exchanges. That the bank is planning to offer Bitcoin derivatives because it's what clients want. And I've been saying this for months now. Regardless of these big companies directly participating in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets, they are definitely indirectly participating in them by paying out payroll for their employees to investigate this market. I find it very naive and hard to believe that these companies will not want to participate in the lucrative profits that can be had in these markets. The swings are just mouth-watering for traditional market players, and I fully expect them to come on board as time goes on. But as is such with these big companies, they're going to do calculated risks, and really in the end, they're not very risky at all. They're still figuring out the best ways to try to financialize Bitcoin, and therein lies the rub. That could be the start of some quelling of this market, or the start of some dampening of what the potential of blockchain technology really is. Once these big players like George Soros get involved, if there's an opportunity to manipulate these markets, they most definitely will. Apparently, however, Citigroup have cracked the cryptocurrency code, according to Business Insider, by giving Wall Street investors a way to participate in Bitcoin with far less risk through their DAR, which allows US investors to invest in foreign stock that are in regulated market and acts like an American depository receipt. This ongoing digital transformation is happening before our eyes. Morgan Stanley is the latest to jump on the bandwagon, offering its clients the ability to go long or short using the so-called price return swaps, and Morgan Stanley will charge a spread for each transaction. While the biggest and boldest crypto project comes from ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange, who owns the New York Stock Exchange, with a new product called Bakkt that's in cooperation with Microsoft and Starbucks that's going to bring a lot of visibility to the overall cryptocurrency markets. Bakkt is going to offer investors one-day Bitcoin futures contracts, which aligns with industry insiders like Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and Square, who believe that Bitcoin can become the currency of the entire internet. And it will remain a slow trickle of these companies involving themselves with cryptocurrency, but at one point or another, I imagine the floodgates will open. Now, I'm all for the future adoption of blockchain technology, and I'm all for Bitcoin hitting astronomical prices. Personally, I'm kind of counting on Bitcoin hitting another big bubble like it did in late 2017 for my own financial freedom. However, there's far too much positive news, and us cryptocurrency enthusiasts have a really big bias towards blockchain technology. We must keep a level head and understand that Bitcoin could fall. So far, we've had a good 6 months of downward motion, and stranger things have happened. Just as easily as we could go up, we could subsequently go down. It'll be a sad day when Bitcoin does break below $5,000 again, but there's definitely proponents and ideas circulating about that aren't always so bullish. Jeffrey Cavaney says that Bitcoin could fall below $1,000. And while he doesn't actually think $1,000, the idea of headlining a $1,000 Bitcoin price in 2019 is going to grab a lot of attention and clicks, and that was the goal. He's just saying that if the price of the asset could rise from 1,700 to 19,000, then it's possible for it to fall below 1,000, even saying it could reach 1 cent at the utmost extreme. And this is all based on an article at seekingalpha.com where he says there's a good chance of it. The summary is that he's seeing far too many Bitcoin articles recently that express a far too one-sided bullish outlook on the prospects of Bitcoin price action. He has a much more bearish view, and if he had to guess the low for Bitcoin during the rest of this year and all of 2019, he would say the low would be $900 to $1,000. There's too much complacency and smugness among crypto bulls, which I agree completely with. The present moment in Bitcoin and the crypto market looks a lot like the dot-com bubble circa August 2000. So he's suggesting that we are still very much in a bubble that could burst and see us down into the 3-figure Bitcoin prices. I don't really think that's a possibility in the short term. However, since we've yet to really break $225 billion in market cap in some weeks now, with a bit of deviation here and there, all of which is always corrected back to this 200,000 market cap. So up or down is really anyone's guess at this point, and all we can do is continue to monitor these markets, and that we will here at Crypto Review Central. Keep fighting that good fight. We are on to something big here. The next Amazon or Facebook, some might say, and I would tend to agree. I've been in this space now for almost a year covering the cryptocurrency news, and I am still as hopeful as ever for what the future has in store. All we can do is watch and wait. I wish every asset, and I wish most importantly you, the cryptocurrency investors and enthusiasts, the best of luck with all of your future cryptocurrency endeavors. Thank you once again to the CRC crew for your continued support. Will we be able to break free of this $200 billion market cap stranglehold that we seem to be stuck in? Don't panic, do all of your own research, keep calm and hodl on, and until next time everyone.